the humans whose name is written in this note shall die. Oh, sorry. I was just reading up on the Death Note. But I'll put this up real quick here. So John here for Brock Culture, and today, starting a new series, we are going to be looking at anime, cartoon, movies, all that jazz, and we will be grading it, but just like how kind of the Dash does the wrestling grades. I'll be doing some anime grades here, but obviously the first one, as you can tell from the title of the video, and also from my Death Note, that we are going to be doing the first episode on Death Note. Death Note, many claims it to be the best anime of all time. Others, if not the best, is in the top 10 animes of all time. While Dash doesn't fully agree with that, I do. I think Death Note is an amazing anime. So I'm going to be going through the characters, the openings, the philosophy, and the story that is told. I will admit that not every series, I have not seen every single anime in history. It's not possible I'm at this time because I've only started watching anime two years ago. But in that time, I have seen up to 30 to 40 anime. Please note that I take seasons into account. So, like, I count My Hero Season 1, My Hero Season 2, My Hero Season 3, My Hero Season 4 as 4 different entities. And, yeah, so, that, as said, Death Note was my first anime ever that I watched, if you don't count Pokemon, and I will get to Pokemon at some point, that I fully watched. That said, this is my review of Death Note. Characters. In terms of characters, I won't bring up all of them, because there's a lot, so I'm not bringing up his mom or his sister, Light's mom or sister, but I will take a look at Light, Ryuk, L, Misa, and Nier. So, Igami. Light is an amazing character. We see his journey into insanity as he is corrupted by the Death Note. He develops a god complex god complex as he manipulates loved ones and goes head to head in Battle of the Minds against L, trying his best to become the god of the new world. In the first half of the series, he plays this cat and mouse game, and he shows his intellect against the world's greatest detective, L. His best scene that shows this is the potato chip scene, where he would take a potato chip and eat it. Because being so smart, he sets a trap, basically, to show that somebody's been into his room. That said, after he does that, he tricks Ryuk into looking for all the fucking cameras in the room. Then once Ryuk looks, Light decides, fuck it, you're taking too long. I'm going to go get a mini TV, put it inside a bag of chips, and kill people that way. So, yeah, that's how the whole camera thing works. But so he just sits there, acting like he's doing homework, while killing people with his left hand. Brilliant. Anyways. In the second half of the series, though, after the death of L, he is cocky, he makes mistakes. He includes more people than he should to fight against Mello and Nier. These flaws are what leads to his death. Spoiler, by the way. That said, this is where Dash would say that he acts uncharacteristically, but I believe that he's acting in character, because he won basically. His war was with L, not Nier or Mello. He was the god of the new world. He says it himself. That Nier and Mello aren't worthy successors of L, which him underestimated them. Is his fatal flaw, his god complex that more or less was his saving grace in the lead up to his battle with Nier, his battle with L. Is what blinded his judgment, blinded his thoughts, which led to his downfall. In my opinion, his character was done right. And I enjoyed whenever he was on screen. As a wrestler and training, the gimmick I want to portray is a god complex character, but not straight off. I want to make people solely believe I am, and develop that god complex, similar to Light's journey into God complex, and then fall from grace like he did, then start a new company. Light is amazing. I can go on and on, but there are so many more characters that I need to talk about, and there's more that I need to actually do. Ryuk is the primary Shinigami of the show. He was bored with the Shinigami realm, decided that to come to the human world and have some fun. Ryuk is the comedic. Oh my god, what's wrong with me today? The comedic relief. In the anime, and he is one of, if not the best parts, character-wise, that said, of the show. I can relate to Ryuk's boredness with his world that he lives in. I have felt the same way. In middle school and high school, I saw the world as bland, and couldn't find anything interesting in the world. And anyways, get off that subject. Time to continue with L. This guy right here, he is smart. He is the greatest detective. Get Batman out of here. L is the best. He narrowed the killings from the entire world to just a single town in Japan. L is believed to have a form of autism also. Some of the things he does, by the way he sits, the way he eats, his awkwardness and public kind of aligns with that. Surprises us with his skills in tennis though. That's a nice thing. I feel like L's character had two moments actually where he broke character. When he freaked out over the phrase Shinigami being said, however, when he touches the Death Note and sees Rim with the first name, he doesn't freak out. He acts calm. Yeah, there was only one. I thought I wrote down too. Anyways, that's my only real problem with L character. Misa. Misa is a very simplistic to most. She's a sub loyal to Kira because killed her parents' killer. She's a teen model, which causes Light to be more cautious. While most that say she is so, I believe that she is justified for it. I mean, her mindset is that law failed her in punishing her parents' killer. Kira fixed that wrong. He killed him. So it's like, she's praying that something will happen to her parents' killer, and Light provides that for her. So he answered a prayer, which makes him in her mindset makes him an actual god, basically. So her being loyal is, yeah, believable. I'm going to take a drink. I'm sorry because my throat is killing me right now. I don't know why. Sorry about that. And finally, as of the characters, we have Nier. And Nier gets a lot of heat from people saying that he's a knockoff L. And that's the same thing with that Light thinks, which led to his downfall. That makes me think that he is a good character, because this is a good anime because of this, because we get into the footsteps, into the shoes of Light. We start to think the way he does. We are meant to think that Nier is weaker than L, to put to making us see Nier in this way, when in fact he is obviously smarter than L. He's more awkward than L, yes, but still, he is the one that actually, due to being underestimated by Light and all of us, is what led to his victory. He's into planning things out. He is not letting his initial judgment sway. L, he thought it was Light to begin with. Then he was convinced it wasn't. Then he was again that it was Light. Then Light kept on proving him wrong, so he's like kept on getting doubts and doubts and doubts. Again, it's a great cat and mouse game. I would highly suggest watching it. Sorry about that. In my opinion, he is a good character. I will do more articles on particular characters at other points in time. You can find that on broadcultureformotion.com. Links will be in the description below. But until that time comes, that's all for the characters. Overall, I will give Death Note characters an A rating. Next up, we got the openings. There's 3 openings here, and yes, the opening doesn't have to do a great deal to make an anime or a show great. But if it is great, it can enhance the show a little bit more. So, opening number 1. This was a nice little OP. Wilmette, first time watching through it, I didn't care much for the song, but it has grown on me. Now, the important thing here is not the song, but is the Christian religious symbolism it adds to Light's character. Before you even see Light, it adds to his character. Also, it has great. It ends with a picture of Light standing in front of Lucifer, foreshadowing his descent from grace. So, in the first OP, there is a bunch of great foreshadowing, there is great imagery, there's great symbolism, there is great everything in it. In the second OP, there was a lot different from the first. The first one had a rock pop vibe. This was just pure death metal, and Japanese death metal admittedly wasn't the best in terms of songs, but that and all the fucking crazy imagery in this anime, in this OP, was fucking trippy as all hell, and it showed a great how far Light has fallen in terms of his mind state, how insane he is getting inside of his own head. So it's good. It's good. Then there in the final OP. It's only for the final few episodes. I believe it is only for the final episode. I believe, but it basically just recaps the story so far. It has a nice beat. That's about all I can say about it. So in terms of the openings, this is where Death Note falls a little bit flat for me. The first OP was Amazeballs. The second was better in terms of visual, but not the actual music wise. And the third was bleh. So I would give Death Note's opening a C rating. So next up, we got the philosophy of Death Note. There is one major philosophical battle going on here. What is justice? Light / Kira. Justice is that if you're a killer, rapist, or assaulter, you should die, basically. He believes that if there is no criminals in the world will be a better place. That justice is he is justice, basically. Because they are the ones that are holding society back. And if he kills the big criminals, then the rest would be fearful and stay away from crime. He believes fate chooses him to do this, hence why he has a Death Note to become the god of the new world. L, on the other hand, does agree that these people that Killer kills is criminals, but believes that no one should have all the power to kill, to be judge, jury, and executioner. He believes that people's lives should be put on trial and let them argue their reasonings why they're innocent, even though they're obviously not innocent, because he believes justice is in the hands of the majority, while Hiro believes that majority aren't delivering on their parts, and that takes justice and that was what makes him take justice into his own hands. This is why I love Death Note, the philosophical battle between Light and L. That's why I give this the highest score I can give, an A+. If you are reading this on the forum, if you're reading this or if you are watching this video, you probably already know the story of Death Note. Ryuk drops a Death Note to the earth so that he can have some fun. Light finds it and starts killing criminals, and yes, since this is from Light's perspective, he is the protagonist / hero of the story, because all antagonists are protagonists in their own stories. So, in terms of the anime, yes, he is a hero. Where was I? L arrives and narrows it down from the entire world to just a town in Japan. And they have a cat and mouse battle while other minds outsmarting each other as much as they can until Light gets Misa Shinigami to killing the Shinigami in the process. Then L's successor, Mello and Nier, take out the battle against Light, who underestimates them, causing him to believe he is superior to them, causes his death, and the end of the show. The story is fucking fantastic. And while my quick little review of that does no justice, and while it does slow down a bit in the second half of the show, the first half completely makes up for it. So, I'll give this story an A+. Overall, I still believe Death Note is one of the best animes I've ever seen. The openings do fall flat a bit, though, for me. The L character does break character once or twice. I still find it completely enjoyable, so I give Death Note overall the highest score that I can, an A+. Thank you for watching this video. You can read the article that this is based off of in the description down below. You can leave a comment down on why you love Death Note, why you hate Death Note even. But until next time, I've been John from Broad Culture. I'll be seeing ya.